It's time for another edition of You Make the Call.
IBM presents You Make the Call.
Kirk Cousins throws a deep pass to Adam Thielen, the one catchable pass he threw to Thielen on Sunday.
% on a 3rd and 3. Cousins looks there.
Now Thielen forgets to whine to the refs about a no call and instead catches the ball at the 9.5-yard line. There is one defender between him and the end zone. Where will Adam Thielen end up on this play? At the 9-yard line, at the 5-yard line, or will he take it into the end zone for a touchdown? You make the call.
With a touchdown. Movement from Uzama. White slings it. In stride. Breaking away. Garrett Wilson. Wilson, a big play downfield. Wilson still going along the sideline.
This is a very bizarre season for this Vikings team because they're 10-2, and I feel like it's sucking a year of my life away every time they play a game.
I've just sucked 1 year of your life away.
Maybe an indicator. 2nd and 2, sell the fake. Cousins floats it too high. He had Hawkinson.
Every time they win, it takes a year of my life away. It's like in The Princess Bride, in the pit of despair.
Where am I?
The pit of despair. Don't even think.
Don't even think about trying to escape.
They're 10-2 and I need therapy.
I'll take the rapists for 200.
That's therapists.
I'm going to start by talking about Kirk Cousins, though. There's people out there who are just dying to defend him, no matter what. And yeah, he's not the worst quarterback out there.
Not great, not terrible.
But he is the type of guy who will never make the play to put the game out of reach. He will never do that. Once you get a big enough lead, he will completely go into prevent offense mode, check down mode.
Cousins to throw it. Little looper caught by Cook.
Or he will just miss it.
2nd and 2, sell the fake. Cousins floats it too high.
Vikings are up 17-3, driving. Defense just got a turnover on downs from the Jets.
48 seconds left. Cousins glances off the hands of Thielen.
He just misses it. And then at the end, 3rd and 13.
Coverage. 3rd and 13, a deep drop. Cousins has protection. Catch, and Cousins has protection.
You know your defense is in full collapse mode. You have to try to get a first down.
Cousins has protection.
You have to try.
Cousins has protection.
But he checks down, of course, and they punt. But that's him. Anytime you have a chance to go up by more than 2 scores, he will suck you back. That's Kirk Cousins. That's Kirk Cousins. This was a game you had, what, 20 points at halftime? When you get to 20 at halftime, you ought to be able to get to 30 at home. 27. If you need 30, Cousins will get you 27. If you need 24, he might get you 27 too. If you need 40, he'll get you 27. Cousins will get you that slightly above average.
Not great, not terrible.
Point total. And he'll do it in a way where he'll have a good drive and then do nothing for 3 or 4 straight drives. Then have a good drive and then do nothing. Oh, it's the offensive line. He's always under pressure. Yeah, he does take some hits, but maybe take a deeper drop for once. If you compare White, the Jets quarterback.
Now, let me get this straight, Mr. White. You'd like to borrow $50,000 from our bank, but you have no collateral. You have no credit. You don't even have any ID. Is that correct?
That's right.
Mr. White, I'm sorry.
Looks like the Jets' defensive line's getting a push, but where's Kirk Cousins standing? 7 or 8 yards behind the line? So it looks like this 4 or 5 yard push by the Jets is right up in his grill. What about Mike White?
This is a business.
Harry, why don't you take your break now? I'll take care of Mr. White.
Vikings' defensive line's getting a 4 or 5 yard push, but Mike White stepped back farther. He's 10, 11 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so guess what? There's a 5 yard gap between him and the pass rush. Kirk, you think maybe you can adjust? If you know they're going to push back 5 yards every play, drop back farther. 10-2, right?
You win
I think we did, yeah.
Kevin O'Connell certainly tipped his hand at the end there when the Vikings got the ball. I think they stopped. Did they stop the Jets on 4th and goal? Well, the Jets stopped themselves because the guy dropped the pass in the end zone. You got to try to get the first down because if you punt it away, they're going to get the ball on your side of the field. And the way your defense is playing you got to try to win the game. You gave up your chance to win the game. Are you that afraid of your quarterback? You got to make him try to get you a first down, but no.
You know, when we do have a lead, we want to run the football. We want to try to control the clock. And
we want to run the ball once we get a lead. He's just like a young, offensive-minded Mike Zimmer. He has the same mentality. We get a lead, okay, let's try to run clock. Why don't you run clock by completing some passes for first downs that keep your offense on the field? You go 3 and out with 3 run plays. Does that run much clock? No. Get your defense right back on the field. Why don't you try sustaining a drive when you have a lead? Why don't you try scoring an extra touchdown? I don't know, with this guy, Mike White, I mean, it's almost like a made-up name. It's so generic.
Just take what you want, Mr. White. Pay us back any time. Or don't. We don't care.
But I don't know about this defense. Well, I do know. It sucks. They bend but don't break. Well, it's bend over but don't break. They just bend over.
Bend over.
Ben, nice to meet you. Victor Hugo.
Have at us. Against the Cowboys and Eagles, it's just going to be bend over and break. Anyway, our awards for this week. My butt cheek clench of the week. That was on that 51-yard field goal by Joseph. My butt cheeks weren't really clenched because I just assumed he would miss it. And then when he kicked it, it looked like it was just barely going to be good. I got all excited. And then when it looked like it was going to miss, the butt cheeks just... I thought I was going to hit the upright and then it snuck through, but...
I can't take any more scares.
The Summer of George Defense Award, that goes to the Vikings defense, who they would rather just lay back and let the other team kind of fall apart. It works against the bad teams, but the Summer of George defense did not work against the Cowboys. Let them score 40, and they've been on fire ever since. So Summer of George defense, I think we've seen only works against the bad to mediocre teams. So we found the weakness of the Summer of George defense. The Dalvin Cook Award for getting the absolute bare minimum out of a play, that goes to Dalvin Cook, who it was that first possession of the second half where, of course, they run Dalvin Cook on 1st and 2nd down, and they get 3rd and 4, dump off to Dalvin Cook, he gets nothing. Run down by a linebacker. You see guys like TJ Hawkinson make catches and make a move, make a guy miss, pick up extra yards. Dalvin Cook, never. Anyway, our You Make the Call.
IBM presents You Make the Call.
Answer. Would Adam Thielen get to A, the 9-yard line, B, the 5-yard line, or C, the end zone for a touchdown? The answer, D, none of the above. He lost like 5 yards. He somehow ended up like the 14 or 15-yard line.
If you said so, then you made the right call.
Go upfield. Why is it our tight ends can figure this out, but our running back and our over-the-hill wide receiver can't? I'm so upset that I need something to kind of lift my spirits. And I mean, this is sad news, but Christine McVie, who was she was in Fleetwood Mac, she was a great pop songer, and she would write songs that just made you feel good. But maybe to make myself feel better, I'll listen to more Christine McVie. Some of that feel good music.
Ooh, I got a love, I got somebody's love, got a hold on me.
I will dispel the myth that you turn my stomach. I will give you a little kiss. Here. There.
Now, what category am I in? Yes? No? Oh. You know, why do I even bother with you?
Definite maybe.
I heard that. You said maybe. You said